Let us start today.
We have so much to do.
We are building a vision
for me and for you.
For those who have passed and those yet to come.
We are building a vision
Out of compassion.
Let us start right away. Let us not waste time.
We are building a vision
On the framework of Chime.
Connection and hope, identity and meaning.
Empowerment for all.
Believing, not dreaming.
So let us begin and let's start sharing the load.
Sharing respect for the young and the old.
For those needing support, for those providing care.
We are sharing a vision
that's fair.
a vision of value, of learning, of rights.
A vision that recognizes the hardships of life.
A vision that nurtures recovery.
A vision for you.
A vision for me.
I have the right to have my needs and wants respected by others.
I have the right to ask for what I want.
I have the right to change and grow.
I have the right to expect honesty from others.
I have the right to change my mind.
I have the right to say no to anything when I feel I am not ready. It violates my values, or I feel unsafe.
I have the right to be in a non-abusive environment.
I have the right to make friends and be comfortable around people.
I have the right to feel scared and say I am afraid.
I have the right to be treated with dignity and respect.
I have the right to my own reality.
I have the right to be uniquely myself.
I have the right to make mistakes and not be perfect.
I have the right to be happy.
I have the right to make decisions based on my feelings, beliefs and values.
I have the right to be healthy.
I have the right to say, I don't know.
I have the right to determine my own priorities.
I have the right to follow my own values and standards.
I have the right to express all of my feelings, both positive or negative, in a manner that will not harm others.
I have the right not to be responsible for others' behaviour, actions, feelings or problems.
I have the right to grieve.
I have the right to my own needs for personal space and time.
I have the right to a fulfilling sex life.
I have a right to be playful and frivolous.
I have the right to be angry at someone I love and to express this in a responsible manner.
I have the right to say no to requests or demands that I can't meet.
The book of Joshua describes the Battle of Jericho, when the Israelites brought down the walls of Jericho by marching around the perimeter and blowing their trumpets 7 times on the 7th day. Through sound alone, the Israelites tore down the greatest fortifications on the planet at the time, proving the power of sound. Now, if you're a cynic, you may point to the fact that archaeologists have since discovered that the walls of Jericho were constructed about 6,000 years previously, and what the Israelites had knocked down was at best rubble from a bygone era. Still a good story though. In more recent times, the Germans harnessed the power of sound in battle. During World War II, German bombers were fitted with something called the Jericho trumpets. You've probably heard them without ever knowing it. If you've ever seen footage from World War II, or at least watched movies based on the events, you've probably heard the sound of screaming planes as they dive down to attack their targets below. The screaming noise you're hearing is not the plane passing through the air, nor is it the engine struggling to cope with the demands being put on it. The sound is coming from a siren placed under the plane that existed for the sole purpose of spreading terror to anybody who heard it. It worked really well. That sound still haunts the dreams to this day of anyone who heard it. All of this from a sound. I suppose the point I'm trying to make is that sound is powerful. Not just in war, it's powerful in our daily lives. You see, all of us who are living with mental health issues face invisible walls in our lives. The walls might be in our communities, the walls might be in our workplaces. These walls could affect our access to education or to the healthcare that we want. These walls may separate us from something as fundamental as love. Our walls may not be physical, it's invisible, but we can still use the same weapon to take it down. Sound. Specifically, this sound. The sound of our voices. However, we use this sound in a very different way. We're not looking to invade, we're not looking to battle, we're not looking to destroy. Rather, we want to build, we want to connect, and we want to overcome these barriers. And the way we do that is with our own voices, telling our own stories. Sound is powerful. It can break through walls, even the invisible ones.
I don't know who to believe, and I can't tell the wood from the spurious trees, and I'm losing myself, but I'm trying to breathe and to be so still in the moment. I don't know who to believe. Have you come for to care or control my destiny? Are you sitting with them? Are you standing with me while I be so still in the moment? Invisible walls stop me from healing. Invisible walls stop you from feeling. Invisible walls, let's tear them down together. Invisible walls keep me from living. Invisible walls keep you from giving. Invisible walls, let's tear them down forever. I don't know what you've been told about me with my hopes and the dreams that I hold. Is it there on my file? Is it written in bold to be seen so clear in the moment? Please see me. Have you come for to care or control my destiny? Are you standing with them or are you sitting with me while I be so still in the moment? Invisible walls stop me from healing. Invisible walls stop you from feeling. Invisible walls, let's tear them down together. Invisible walls, stories one-sided. Invisible walls keep us divided. Invisible walls, let's tear them down forever. Let's tear them down forever. Invisible walls stop me from healing. Invisible walls stop you from feeling. Invisible walls, let's tear them down together. Invisible walls keep me from living. Invisible walls keep you from giving. Invisible walls, let's tear them down forever. Let's tear them down forever. Now, 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 now. Whoa, whoa.
Meet Miss Torture, a personification of what physical and mental burnout can look like, and how we learn to live with ourselves and love ourselves. Miss Torture. Her crooked fingers taps my shoulder to remind me she is there. The process has now started. Feeling so small, so lost, so bare. Don't dare believe you have escaped, says her voice within my head. It's on your fear and anxiousness that my very strength is fed. I titled her Miss Torture, for her role is duly this. When she gets a grip on my heart and mind, I plummet to an abyss. For torture conjures up the image of exactly where I go. When she beats my brow and stifles my breath, I reach another low. She begins to sap my energy, my physical ability to do. She replaces it with an exhaustion. Poor you, poor you, poor you. When my eyes are glazed with tiredness, and my legs are lumps of lead, oh, then it is time for the serious stuff. It's time to wreck your head. Her grip is firm and fast now. Her intentions are crystal clear. To destroy the life I yearn for, to heighten my every fear. Trust no one, girl, it won't end well, especially not your heart. For you are no longer capable. You are really falling apart. My stomach, of course, has long since failed. My body is feeling the pain, but not as much as my aching head. Supreme is now her reign. This creature is self-created, an inbred, infected beast. Hungry for all that is good in me, my peace is her greatest feast. This is not the first time we have battled, and perhaps we are not yet done. She may think she is winning the battle, but my war she has not won. For I am familiar with her ways now, and when I feel her breath on my neck, I may sink down a level or two. but I can stop at becoming a wreck. The first time I met you, Miss Torture, you brought me into the dark, to a place full of dread and loneliness, where you left an indelible mark, where I got to know you so well and realized you will always exist. But the lessons I learned in my darkest days means the story won't end as you wished. I had to learn to acknowledge your being, to toil with you to survive, to take what I could from my suffering, and despite you, learn how to thrive. So, Miss Torture, you are welcome to stay in my life, as long as you know your place. I am who I am, and I am good enough. Now between us, leave plenty of space.